today I need you to watch the whole video and comment. Now, I've been all over this country going to dealerships, and I've had some good experiences and some bad experiences. I've been to some dealerships that's owned by a large company, and I've been to a dealership that's owned by mom and pop, a family dealership. On today's video, we're gonna ask people what makes a great dealership. Now, Wally, I wanna ask you, what makes a great dealership?
The people that you have employed here is number one, because people sell to people. Came here because I like you, and I like Alicia, and the girls are always good to it. And that means a lot. You could have nothing on the floor to sell, and they'd still come in here, number one, because people sell to people, and the brands. I sold auto parts for Napa for 30 years, so I know what customer service is. I know what it means. When you walk into some place and they treat you like that, you don't go back.
What makes a great dealership?
The service you get when you come in there, you got upbeat attitude. You got someone don't pay attention, or don't talk to you. It's like, I don't really like to be here. If you get a bad experience, same thing, you try to avoid it, all the good vibes and stuff you want around you.
I'm sure it's been said before, but customer service is huge. My goal when I started being a salesman was to not be a typical salesman.
Right.
Because, you walk into a dealership and they get it right up into you and they say, hey, you want to buy a motorcycle? And it gets a bad taste in your mouth. We all just want to be friends with everyone here. We're bikers for bikers. We all ride. There's not a single person in here who doesn't ride that works for us. It's customer service, Tall. You know it better than anyone else.
And you would put that above inventory or any of that, customer service?
You could have all the inventory in the world, but if you don't have a good experience when you walk in here, you're not gonna buy anything.
You get that at-home feel. We're family owned. When you come in, you talk to one of us, and you're going to get to know us. We're going to get to know you, and we're going to become friends. We're going to ride together. That's all we do. So we're here making friends instead of customers.
What do you think you guys have to offer mom and pop dealerships that the big dealerships kind of get lost in doing?
I don't like ragging on any other dealership. That's not what this is meant to be. One thing I will say that you do get with us is whenever you come in here and you have an idea of a motorcycle, or if you've never rode, or if you don't know exactly what you want, you've had many bikes before, and you're looking to change up your riding style, what may have you. And our utmost top goal is to get you on something that you are going to enjoy. We're gonna help guide you through the process to fit you to the correct motorcycle. We're not out here putting beginner riders on lowrider STs to make a buck. We're gonna put them on each bike, you sit them down, and then you become a fit specialist instead of a salesman at that point.
Somebody comes in here and they said, I want to go touring across country, riding 600, 700 miles a day, and the only thing that you have in your inventory is a lowrider S, not even an ST.
No, I say it will do it, but
it'll do it, but it's not the one you want.
Yeah, it's not the right one.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
I think a great dealership is the people that work in it, our customers, of course, selection. We treat people like family, so that's the most important thing. Our customers that are here, regularly, we know them by name most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As you walk into a big dealership, even in a big town, you're going to have some that's going to know you, but you're not going to be as well known. What you ride, what you do. We know people's families, stuff like that.
I think, Todd, when you ask that question, for me, it's the family-oriented feel that people get when they come here.
Yeah.
We treat each other like a family. We act like a family, live like a family, and we try to pass that on to our customers. So when I have a customer who comes in, gets a bike, I stay in touch with them online. I shoot them a text, ask them to go on rides, invite them to events.
This dealership is 3 stories high and it is huge, right? It's one of the bigger dealerships. He didn't say anything about the inventory. He didn't say anything about how big this dealership is. He talked about the people, the family, the feel of it. So that's more important than the actual size and inventory, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Think about this though. Harley-Davidson, I'm part of a family. When I go somewhere and I see people riding Harleys or just the motorcycle community, it's all based on, it's a people thing,
That's
man.
right.
It's a family thing. So if you don't have that in the dealership, what do you have?
Dealership should be a representation of the company, of the experience. So there is a family of motorcycle riders, just people that ride motorcycles in general, but there's a closer knit family of people that ride Harley-Davidson, and the dealership should be a reflection of that. What do you think makes a great dealership?
I think it's the family atmosphere that we have here as co-workers. I'm getting kind of old. I've worked a lot of places, and this is probably one of the few places in my lifetime that I've looked forward to coming to work on a daily basis.
Wow.
Work with these people as a team. If one of the sales guys needs something for their customer, we'll do whatever we can to try to get it for those people, make them happy. They come and ask me a question about a bike. I'm not the one to ask, but I'll do what I can to get that answer for them, find somebody that can. And I think that's what's key. We each try to help each other out, help the customer, make them happy so that they want to come back. We have I don't want to say obligation, but it's part of our job to represent Harley-Davidson as a whole, as a brand that people recognize as somebody they want to do business with because of the way they get treated.
Nobody said anything really about the bike nights and the events. If you don't have the people right, if you don't have the base, the foundation right, everything else is not going to work. This is going to be interesting hearing, come on up a little bit closer, hearing a manager's perspective of what makes a great dealership. So what do you think?
I tell you what it is, it's the people. You know, motorcycles is a relationship business. We care about the people that come into the dealership. We have friendships with them. We make them part of the family. And so at the end of the day, there is nothing more important than the relationships.
When you have a local dealership, you have local people that get to know the dealership. The dealership does things in the community and serves the community. I'm not saying that the big box stores don't do things in the community, but I'm saying it's just a little different. Having a mom and pop dealership, I saw the sons grow up and now they're doing stuff in the dealership. They saw me grow up and now I'm buying stuff from the dealership. When my dad used to buy from their dad and now I'm buying from the sons. It's a feeling of nostalgia, and it actually roots you into that brand a little bit stronger when you know the people, you grew up with the people. You spent some time building those relationships. I think it builds you up and puts you stronger and makes you more loyal to that particular brand of motorcycle. But that's just my opinion.
And being a part of something, you know, you get to have a say on what we do. You get to say on what events that we have, and we kind of get to listen to those voices and get to really focus our attention back on you.
So it's not the 3-story dealership, it's not all the square footage, it's not the stage out there and then all that, the riding academy.
We have all that stuff, but what really makes it important is the people.
You know, I think being different than the typical dealership experience, and I refer mostly to automotive world where folks are held up all day long, half a day, 45 minutes to get into the finance office, another 45 minutes once they're in there. I think an efficient, professional experience makes it great. All the family and the Harley atmosphere. And it's not just through that transaction, it's after the sale.
I want to ask Gene and Janie, what makes a good dealership?
Great bike selection and the people in the service department over here in the motor clothes. I mean, they know your face, they talk to you.
Have you been to a dealership and had a bad experience?
Oh yeah, too many good ones to deal with the substandard ones.
If you went to a dealership and they didn't treat you well, but they had a lot of inventory, would you go to that dealership?
No, probably not. This place right around the corner from my home, and that they do keep the inventory really high, and they cycle it in. They always have new clothes and stuff in, and so
yeah,
and they're friendly. I mean, they're as good as it gets.
Your same experience?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, Carolyn, what makes a good dealership?
Friendly staff, knowledgeable staff, and a welcome environment is what I feel like makes a good dealership. But any Harley dealership we've been in, we have always had a positive experience.
The people you work with and the customer basis you have. That's very important to us. That's our bread and our butter. So the relationships we have with our customers and the people we work with it's really important. We're like one big giant family around here, especially with our customers. So around here, we're way more personable. We remember your names. We remember your motorcycle. Our customers, or not our customers, our owners will remember who you are. They're very personable. You'll see our owners in here like pretty much every single day. We're involved in the community, and that's what's important. We have people like you coming in to see us, and
people like me throwing cameras in people's face, making videos.
That's what makes our dealership is, our customers really.
And I believe that if you have a dealership, a bad experience at a dealership, it can actually hurt the brand. And a lot of people don't realize that dealership doesn't represent the whole brand, but in some people's mind, when they have a bad experience at one dealership, they're ready to do away with the whole brand.
Oh yeah.
So that's why it's important for dealerships to have a good representation of the brand. And when you have people that are friendly, that'll speak to you, it's going to be nice, and you can see a familiar face when you walk in instead of a different face every time, that makes a huge difference, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is actually the service bay where you pull in your Harley-Davidson to get some work done to it. And I'm with Greg. You're the service manager?
I am.
What makes a great dealership first?
Customer service.
If you have a bad customer service experience, that can really hurt the brand as a whole.
I would agree. Would always try to get somebody back on the road as quick as possible. I would hate to be out on the road and have a problem and somebody say, well, it's going to be 3 days before I can get you.
Yeah.
We've stayed after work before fixing somebody's electrical problem to get them back on the road that night.
That's the difference. Somebody who's invested in the community, that is local, that knows the people, that really care about the brand, they will care for the rider.
We want to get you back on the road as soon as possible. You're using vacation time, you're having to pay for motels. We try to help where we can, if we can.
Those are the dealerships that still care for riders. Helping somebody that's broken down to keep them going down the road on their trip. So that's why I like to support the people that do things like that to take care of the rider. Having a bad experience at a dealership, guys, I've been to some dealerships where they wouldn't even let me sit on the motorcycles. And I've been to dealerships where I walk in and nobody even says anything to me. Relationships is what makes a great dealership. I want you guys to weigh in on the conversation. Comment below. Let me know what kind of dealership experience you've had. Matter of fact, just put your dealership in the comments below. If it's a good dealership, I'd love to hear about it, because we need to start highlighting some of these dealerships and giving them their recognition for the good work they've been doing. Hopefully this video has been something that you like and enjoy. Make sure that you comment in the section below with your dealership. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. I want to thank everybody at Bootlegger and everybody that watched this video. Thanks for watching. Keep gliding, and as always, have a blessed day. And Merry Christmas.